Another video here on the channel. This video is a little bit different. It is about our recent journey from Lima, Peru to Trujillo, Peru, where we traveled with a local bus company. Now before you see our trip and our experience, I just want to give you some information that could be helpful to you. Here in Peru, if you are a tourist, a foreigner, whoever, there are many bus companies to choose from. Land travel is very common, it's very affordable, it's usually very safe, and there are plenty of options. Next, there are many stations in Peru in terms of buses, so if you're going to be traveling, make sure you choose the right bus terminal that is closest to you and one that you feel the safest going to, as they are pretty scattered around the city. Lastly, our trip here from Lima to Trujillo was supposed to be from 9 p.m. at night to 7:30 in the morning, but it didn't really go within that time frame. It was a little bit delayed because here in Peru, it's quite common for buses to be delayed a little bit by maybe half hour, 2 hours, or sometimes even the buses to be slower or faster depending on the driver. So now that I got this little information out of the way, let's get into the video. Bienvenidos a Cruz Del Sur. This is a bus that takes you around Peru, the country, up and down the coast. And we have booked the bus overnight to a city called Trujillo, and it is about a 9-10 hour journey. And we just entered. We're on the bottom floor of the bus. It is a double-decker. They call this the suite floor, I just saw our video traveling from Lima, Peru to Trujillo, and overall it was a very good journey. It was very comfortable. We enjoyed it. Our seats were 160 degrees, so they actually lay down pretty flat, not completely flat. 180 is completely flat, but good enough to get a good night's rest on a bus. Much better than an airplane if you aren't sleeping in first class or the really top of the line class in an airplane. I'm sorry about some of the footage and some of the quality and audio in the bus, but it was very dark inside, the fans were very loud, and it just wasn't the best situation for filming. But to recap it, there are 2 levels. One is the bottom, which is the suite floor, so you have a bigger area, it's more private. And then there's the top floor, which has seats that I think are more close together. They may not recline as far, and maybe there isn't TVs in the seat. I'm not quite sure, but that's the difference. Usually they say like top floor is economy class, bottom is like business. I've heard both areas are pretty good depending on the length of your journey, where you are going, and so forth. There is also a bathroom, I believe, on both floors. Maybe not, maybe just on the bottom, but it is right when you enter into the bus. The bathroom is right there, so it's not inside of the actual suite area on the bottom. The cabin area, whatever you want to call it, the bathroom is outside of it, so you don't really hear people going to the bathroom, and you don't smell any of that like bathroom smell on buses, so it is actually really good. Like I said, the comfortability of the seat was actually pretty good, but the only thing that we didn't really enjoy so much is they didn't give you a pillow and they didn't give you a blanket. I've heard on many buses here in Peru, especially the overnight buses, that they do give you this, but they didn't give it to us. Maybe it's something to do with COVID or something, but it would have been nice to have a little pillow and a little blanket like you get on the airplane. Who knows why we didn't? Maybe the prices, maybe something. It's okay though. Bring a pillow and a blanket if you are a person that gets cold easily, because it got a little chilly inside of the bus with all the AC running. Also, I've heard that you can get a meal on the bus overnight, but we didn't get any meal either. Maybe it had something to do with COVID and the certain situation, but hopefully if you travel with them, maybe you'll get a meal. Let's talk about the price breakdown. Now for the 2 seats we've got, one was a window, one was an aisle, and it did have like the privacy curtain, and it was a good area with the TVs in the seat. For these 2 seats, we paid a total of $57. Now $57 divided by 2 is going to be $28.50. I don't know, $28.50, something like that. Yeah, it's pretty affordable actually. That's for overnight bus going, half of the distance of the country. I think it's pretty affordable. Now, last thing I really want to talk about is the online reviews. So before we actually bought this bus trip to this city, I really looked at a few different bus companies, and many people said that Cruz Del Sur had bad reviews and their experience on the bus wasn't that great. But this bus company, it is highly recommended amongst many people because it's been around for a very long time. It's got like seniority with the bus companies in Peru, and we decided to take this bus because all the other ones were sold out, so we really had no choice. But after taking this journey on this bus, we thought it was fine. It was very safe. The bus didn't move like to the side too much. The journey from Lima to Trujillo is very safe. It's not dangerous. We actually enjoyed it. So overall, I think we would say that this bus is actually really reliable and we had a good experience. But now that's just our experience. Other people had bad experiences too. So it can be different depending on, the journey, where you're going, who is your driver, maybe the mechanics of the bus, weather conditions, and all of those things. But overall, we liked it. We'd probably give it a high score. So, I don't know, we will take them again, we think. So do we recommend it? Yes. We definitely recommend traveling with Cruz Del Sur. You will enjoy it and you won't regret it, I don't think. Alright, so that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the breakdown of the actual bus, our experience in our little trip from Lima to Trujillo. I hope you come to Peru soon, or if you are here, I hope you travel around the country, you use this bus company, maybe try some other ones, and also let us know, what did you think about this company? What did you think about our trip? What did you think about the other companies if you've tried them? We'd like to know, as we're going to do some more traveling in this country as well. So with that, that's going to be it, and we will catch you next time. Because traveling to many different cities is very popular amongst locals and foreigners, tourists, foreigners, I don't know. Trujillo. So originally we were supposed to leave at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. No, not 9 a.m. Bienvenidos. So don't worry about finding the right blah 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 blah.
I can't speak, help me!
Bring a blanket and billow. Blanket and billow. Whoa, I flipped the... what is that called? That's some sort of... I don't know. Lastly, I want to talk about the price breakdown. So we bought the 2 seats on the bottom floor that reclined $160. Pretty comfortable, very spacious. I'm telling you, there's always something going on in Lima. The sirens are always going. You do not hear any noise. There's actually a fire right across the street. I don't know what happened, but back hurts. In this freaking lawn chair. This here is actually one of the main streets in this area. It's very busy. There's traffic always bumper to bumper. And they've pretty much closed down the road because there is a fire over here behind those trees. Not sure what kind of fire it is. Maybe auto fire, maybe building. But they're trying to hook up the hoses to get more water to eliminate the fire completely. In an area like this where it's very busy, where there's a lot of traffic, it's a little dense, I think they're having a hard time getting the water source to where the fire is. I'm not seeing much smoke anymore, so it looks like they pretty much eliminated it. It's very smoky though, you can see. Because over here, we have the sunset. No smoke over here, smoke over here. I don't know what's happening.